Hi everyone, I'm State Representative Ryan Hamilton, and today in partnership with the Greater Haverhill Chamber of Commerce, we are excited to bring you the next video in our series helping local businesses stay connected with state resources. Today I'm joined by Sean Kenny from Mass MEC, a statewide program designed to help businesses reduce operating costs and unlock savings hitting in their utility expenses. Sean, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm excited to be talking about Mass MEC and how we can help Merrimack Valley businesses.
Awesome. So for those who aren't familiar, what exactly is Mass MEC? Can you tell us, please?
Absolutely. Mass MEC is a state-sponsored program that works with Massachusetts businesses and organizations to reduce utility costs, identify savings opportunities, and leverage energy efficiency upgrades and incentives. So typically we start with a detailed audit of electricity and natural gas bills for the business, looking for low-hanging fruit savings that companies often miss. We look at things like sales tax exemption for manufacturers, for nonprofits, companies with less than $1 million in revenue, things that they might be missing there. We look for billing errors and anomalies, lower cost options for electricity and natural gas supply. And without exaggeration, we probably see 75% of the bills, there's an opportunity there that they're not missing. Yeah.
Can you give us an example of what those savings look like?
Yeah, absolutely. We recently were doing an audit for a local manufacturer, and they qualified for sales tax exemption that they weren't aware of. We got that corrected, and we got the refund from the utility for $6,800. And of course, going forward, they're saving 6.25% on their energy spend as well. So then, as we were looking, we also identified that they could take advantage of a lower electricity supply cost. And that's projected to save them an additional $5,000 over the next 2 years. So, that's money that goes right back into their business, and without changing a single piece of equipment. And we think that that's a relatively easy win for them in terms of the amount of time that they have to invest and what the impact is.
Yep. So let's talk about our Merrimack Valley businesses here, specifically our gateway communities like Methuen, Haverhill, and Lawrence. Why is this program such a fit for our local companies?
Sure. Well, a lot of local businesses, especially small and mid-sized companies, don't have a dedicated energy manager. Someone who is looking specifically at these areas, and so these opportunities often go unseen. Mass MEC fills that gap at no cost to the business. Additionally, these businesses get telemarketed by tons of suppliers and brokers, some of whom even present themselves as if they're from the utility. And so, it makes it very challenging for them to know who they can trust. Mass MEC provides them with a vetted resource to get competitive rates from the full market of third-party suppliers and provide all those bids transparently to them. We give them context about what's going on in the market so that they can make the best decision for their business. And finally, we're there with them moving forward. So, answering questions, addressing issues, proactively bringing them other savings opportunities as the state brings new incentives and programs, making sure that they're aware of them so that, we're there in their corner for them.
Awesome. And in terms of efficiency, beyond just the bill audits, how else does Mass MEC help companies save money?
Sure. Well, companies aren't often aware of the significant utility incentives that are available to upgrade their buildings to be more energy efficient. And Mass MEC will help the businesses engage with the utility's Mass Save energy efficiency partner to conduct an on-site energy audit, to identify those opportunities that may be attractive and where there are significant dollars to offset those costs. Things like LED lighting, controls, HVAC, variable frequency drive motors, building envelope. There's a whole host, and they're changing all the time. So even businesses that may have done an audit a few years ago, 5 years ago, the incentives are different now. So there are opportunities there. And so Massachusetts offers some of the best incentives in the country, and many businesses don't realize how much they qualify for, and in some cases the utility's paying 70 to 100% of the project costs, literally. And so they also may offer interest-free on-bill financing. With that, in this, the company gets new equipment, lower operating costs, and reduced energy expenses, often with very little or no upfront capital.
So walk us through how this happens. If a local company wants to participate, for some of us who don't know, what does that process look like?
Sure. Well, we try to keep it very straightforward. We start with that utility bill audit. They send us a recent set of electricity and natural gas bills. We identify errors, overcharges, tax issues, and lower cost supply rate options. We share the potential savings avenues with the company, and they decide what they'd like to pursue. We might suggest an energy audit, and again, if that's of interest, and depending on what they have for equipment or their lease situation, we can arrange that so that they can reduce that cost as well. We can look and see if they're interested in EV chargers, solar. The state has a lot of incentives around those programs. And so again, it really is meeting them where they need to be and where they want to go, and providing them with the best resources and next steps for them.
Fantastic. And what's the best way for a business to get started? What should they be doing?
Well, business owners and operators have a lot on their plate, so we try to make it as easy as possible for them to begin. I would suggest just putting together that recent month's worth of bills, emailing them over to me at seantkenny@massmec.com, so that's SEANTKENNEY @massmec.com, and we can get to work, and that will take them 5 or 10 minutes, and then we get started on the activities that really could be meaningful savings for them.
Fantastic. And Sean, thank you for sharing all this. Thank you to Mass MEC with such an incredible opportunity for our business community, and we're excited to help our members show some real savings, and we appreciate you explaining everything to them. And of course, we'd like to thank our friends at the Chamber for making this happen and allowing us to have these conversations that really will help our business community.
Well, thank you, Ryan. And we're looking forward to helping Merrimack businesses, and I would just say that it's a free look for you to make sure that you're not spending money you don't need to on your energy.
And everyone loves free. So Sean, thank you again, and thank you for taking the time to come up here.
Great. Thank you.